What are some of the common MDM mistakes you see organisations making? I mean, are there any common threads you see to this?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of common mistakes, I mean, there are common mistakes that are made within MDM programs that are the same kinds of mistakes that get made with any other program. But specifically from an MDM perspective, one of the big issues that we see occurring, which needs to be addressed, is an understanding of, first of all, the scope of the MDM solution, and trying to make sure that the organisation are focused on trying to achieve the specific results they're looking for. Because it tends to start with we've got a problem, but this is the MDM program. So they try and make it encompass as much as they possibly can, and start architecting major enterprise level solutions, which then suffer from a paralysis through scope creep and the level of, shall we say, what if type of issues that are going on there. So from an actual delivery perspective, that's one of the big issues that we see. Another big problem that we see is the lack of understanding around getting data governance right. Before you start building any systems, you really need to understand who owns, how are you going to determine who owns the data? How are you going to determine who's responsible for it in terms of its data quality and in terms of its management? So, and many MDM programs we've seen kick off without that particular element being properly covered.
And what sort of problems does that cause sort of downstream then if data governance isn't in place? Does this project longer? Does it? How does that impact the customer?
Well, typically there's I mean, there are a number of outcomes that can generate. There's either you build a solution which in theory lets you edit your data or manage your data in some way, shape or form, but the organisation that then receives that application then just continues to use this new application in the same way that they would have used the old one. There may be some better validation rules around the work the data that's being put in there, so you will achieve some quality improvements. But essentially, the same people will be making the same mistakes, and you don't necessarily trap those elements of the governance side of things picks up.